let's talk about a few lighter things.
Okay.
You got your Nincompoop over there?
I do.
It's time for Nincompoops in the news.
Nincompoops in the news.
I mean, by now, you understand what's going on in Washington, D.C. We're covering everything that's happening around the globe, around our United States of America, around the state of Tennessee. Now it's time to look in those same places and find the Nincompoops where they live and breathe. Speaking of Nincompoops, my name is Matt Murphy. There's Cameron Smith. There's Chris Weber. There's Ken Weaver behind the glass.
How about you?
Hey, boys, what's going on? Everybody good?
Everybody's good.
Yeah, I don't know who wants to go first.
I'll go first.
I love it when Ken Weaver volunteers.
I love the enthusiasm.
Well, it tells me that Ken's going to win, basically.
We knew that already.
Yeah, right. All right, Ken, let's go.
This comes out of Livingston, Tennessee, just northeast of Cookeville. A video confirms what a customer saw at the Steel Co-op restaurant, the Steel Coop restaurant in Livingston, Tennessee. This is just northeast of Cookeville. A couple putting a hair in their food before calling a waiter over to complain about it to get their meal comped. So in the video, you see this man putting the hair in his plate and picking up his plate looking incredulous, calling over a waiter. Now, after they got their meal comped and left, the customer who saw it all told the manager, who then checked the surveillance video, and sure enough, the man reaches under the table, produces a hair. I don't know what the hair was doing under the table.
I don't want to know.
Which makes it even worse.
Don't.
So he puts it into the food, and I mean, after that, the manager she tells Channel 4 she just saw red. And they decided to put that video out on the internet for everyone to see.
That's good.
That's bad publicity anyway. You know, if your food takes too long, something's cold, something's not cooked right. This was one that we're like, you know what? We should post this. People need to see that it's not always the restaurant that is wrong.
And unfortunately for this couple, what goes on the internet never goes away.
Yeah.
Police were able to find the couple, and since the restaurant didn't want to press charges, the officers said, go back, pay your bill. They did, but the restaurant's not taking that video down. They're using that to warn other small-town restaurants in the area to be on the lookout for this particular couple.
I love that.
Yeah, nice.
A little social media justice
That's
going
right.
on there.
That'll teach them.
You got to be, I'm not saying to go out and do this sort of thing, but what a couple of morons.
You got to be
There's
loved.
cameras everywhere, man.
Well, with my crew and my boys, I just assume it's one of our hairs. I'm like, whose is this?
Right.
It's not like there is a hair. I'm like,
Especially if it came from under the table, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Gross. My hair's pretty defined, too, so when it happens to my family, I can say, that's not me.
Oh, my goodness. Have y'all ever found anything in your food?
My
I
daughter
found hair.
Yeah.
finds a hair in her food every time we go out. And
I
she's
just
not,
keep eating.
yeah, she's not planting it.
When we were in college, my wife and I went to a fancy dinner at this restaurant in Lexington, Virginia, and she found a Band-Aid in her food.
Oh, okay.
That'll get you comped food.
It did not.
What?
It did not. We told them, hey, there's a Band-Aid in this. They took it away. They brought out a new one. They didn't comp anything because we were college students, and they figured, I guess, we wouldn't know any better.
Or you would maybe did it.
Yeah. No, it was pretty clearly baked in there. Like it was one of those things. It wasn't on top. It was just in it. And so
Oh, it was baked Band-Aid.
we did not go. We did not go
delicious
back there.
baked Band-Aid.
And what was crazy is it was actually one of the nice restaurants in town, and they were just like, they acted like it was just not a thing.
Well.
Anyone that tells you the phrase, the customer is always right, has never worked in customer service.
There are a lot of dumb customers.
I worked at Waffle House for a while in college, and before I worked at Subway, a restaurant, and I was the shift manager at Subway. The number of people, it fascinated me at both Waffle House, but especially at Subway, the number of people that came in and just demanded free food.
Yeah.
It was fascinating to me. Like, they're just give me a free sandwich. No, I'm not giving you a free. No, you can do it. Give me a free sandwich. No, I'm not giving you a free sandwich. Come on, man. Just make me a free sandwich. It's like, has there been people that make you free sandwiches? Because I'm not one of those guys. It's fascinating to me. Cameron Smith.
I'm going to continue my tradition of just entering Florida Man to see what happens as far as nincompoops go. A Florida man was arrested for allegedly making very concerning threats against U.S. President Donald Trump on social media. Ken Aaron Todd, 42, was detained by police and charged in St. Lucie County on Monday because of these threats that included, quote, "Fight me naked to the death," close quote.
There you go.
I'll get a hair in the food.
Yes. Mr. Todd.
Fight me naked to the death.
It was an 80-second rant in which Mr. Todd also declared himself the U.S. president. He said, because of Donald Trump, every single person in the world is cursed. And he said that Donald Trump has personally made business decisions which have hurt so many different reincarnated Jesuses.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a lot to cover there.
Yep. So they're taking all these threats seriously, but especially the naked fight. Because if you're going to have a real good fight, might as well be naked.
It's got to be naked.
Let me tell you
It's the only
something.
way to make it sure it's fair.
If you find yourself in a situation where somebody's willing to get into a physical altercation with you naked,
Run.
because they're going to win.
If somebody's squaring
They're going
up,
to win.
If somebody's squaring up with me to fight and they take off their clothes, I am gone so
That's it.
fast.
You have won.
You won.
You win, dude.
Congratulations.
That's the time to do the old Bobby Bear song, "The Winner." So, okay, you want to win this fight? I quit.
But can you imagine the psychology of like squaring up against somebody, playing Marvin Gaye, "Let's Get It On," and then they take off their clothes? Like how much that would that's intimidation right there.
Why do we have to do this naked?
I don't know.
Fight me naked.
Right now.
Mr. Weber?
All right, mine comes from Monroe, North Carolina. Back on February 24th, police received a 911 call from a man who stated that he had been locked inside a storage unit since the previous week. He tells the 911 operator, "I've been locked in a storage unit for about a week now, and I just now found my phone." The operator says, "So you're locked in a storage unit?" "Yes, my girlfriend locked me in here. She doubled up my lock, and I don't know how she put me in here, but she put me in here, and I just now found my phone inside this storage unit. I've been here since last week."
Okay.
Police Lieutenant Morgan Malone said the man and his girlfriend Robin Deaton had gotten into an argument before he was locked inside.
Clearly.
Deaton allegedly closed the door behind to the unit behind her boyfriend and locked it from the outside. 911 operators asked, "Do you need EMS to come check you out as well?" He replied, "I just need to get out of here. I can't breathe. I haven't had anything to drink or anything. I know there's 2 locks on this unit. She put 2 locks on it for some reason." Well, it's to keep you in there, buddy.
I guess so, yeah.
The man had been locked in the storage unit since Thursday, the 20th, and was rescued on Monday, the 24th. Police had to force their way into the unit. The man was dehydrated and reportedly taken to the hospital, but seemingly unharmed otherwise. An arrest warrant for Deaton was issued. She's being charged with attempted murder and first-degree kidnapping.
Wow. Hell hath no fury.
Yeah.
Like, well, what do you think he did?
Man, I don't know. I don't want to do it. That's
I don't
for
want to
sure.
do it either. All right, I got to go quick, man. The title of my Nincompoop story today is "Tentacles of Doom."
Well,
an unlucky diver was attacked by an aggressive. Subtitle: I always root for the animal. I always root for the animal. I always root for the animal in every case. An unlucky diver was attacked by an aggressive octopus that nearly strangled him to death after he disturbed the octopus's home. Octopi. The diver foolishly used a pole to poke the octopus. Don't
come
poke.
on.
Don't, y'all. If y'all learn anything from the show today, don't poke the puss.
Jeez.
I'm not going there.
I guess it's slightly better than the maggots previously.
The octopus.
Right.
The diver foolishly used a pole to poke the octopi home. When the marine mollusk awoke, the diver grabbed him and angered the 8-legged creature. He hit back by shooting a cloud of ink at the diver and then latched onto his hands. The diver began to panic as it gripped tighter and tighter, could not get it off. He pulled on the animal. It tightened its grip. The octopus went for it and began to climb up the diver and wrapped itself around the diver's neck and face.
Wow.
I mean, this was, okay, you want to go, bro? We'll get naked and we'll fight.
Fight me naked.
The diver then scrambled to the surface and continued to attempt to pull the creature away. Eventually, after several minutes, he managed to escape the grip. The octopus involved in the incident is believed to be a common octopus, not known to be dangerous to humans unless apparently poked in its home. There's my nincompoop.
Do you see what happens, Larry?
I just want to say that Ken's delivery of "Fight Me Naked" sounds way too natural. Like he's done this before.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Maybe.
I've been told stories.